Hi guys, my name is Taylor and I'm going to be going over how to get a summer job. So I'm going to share my presentation. Okay, how to get a summer job. So getting a summer job can be helpful in having money to actually do stuff and buy stuff. I waited a long time to get a job, and once I had a job, it was awesome because I could finally go where I wanted to go and buy all the clothes I wanted. It was so nice. And so if you can get a job early, I think if you're still in middle school, you would have to go to your office to get a worker's permit because you're still at a young age. And I think you have to be at least 15, but double check with your office and they'll work it out for you. So first things first, when you're looking into the job fields, you want to think about what you're good at and also what you would like. So you could be a waiter or a waitress, cashier, you could do tutoring, work at the car wash, be a store stocker of the shelves. So there's a lot of variability in what you could do, but necessarily would it be something you like? I like if you're shy or you don't have the best people skills, maybe a waiter or waitress isn't something for you. I personally was a waitress, and it is a very people focused job. Some people aren't always the nicest, so you really have to have that tolerance. So if you're a sensitive person, it's probably not the greatest job for you. It can be stressful at times and you have to juggle a lot. So if you're shy, not really a people person, maybe store stocking would be better, or another job that can maybe be less people oriented. But either way, it's good to focus on what you're good at and what you like. So when you apply for a job, sometimes they'll have you do resumes or just a synopsis on what you're good at and your skills. So resumes will usually have like what you're looking for. Maybe you'll put your GPA or your grades. They might wonder how you are as a student or if you have any experience. So if you want to be maybe a nanny or something like that, you could talk about how you helped care for your siblings, or you help watch babysat for your neighbors or stuff like that to show that you have experience in that area. And then also, do you have any skills? Like, are you good at taking calls? Are you good at taking notes? Stuff like that. Are you good on your feet? Are you good at memorization? So certain skills are good for certain jobs. So the skills you put down, it changes for each job. So I wouldn't necessarily put the same resume for every job that you do. You might want to gear it towards that job. So applying, so every job is different. Some will have you apply online, some will have you call in, some will have you go in person. So whatever they do, you can usually just look it up. I know for Walmart, they have theirs online, but I've been to jobs where I would have to go in person and ask, or some jobs would like you to call. So it all depends. You can just figure it out based on just feeling it out. Another thing, once you submit your application, it's very good to follow up because sometimes they'll just forget about you. Like, and if you're following up, I would go in person and just say, hi, I submitted an application a week ago. I just want to know where you guys are with the application process. I know for Giant specifically, my brother applied and he had to go there in person twice just to get the ball rolling. And then he ended up getting the job. But sometimes they're slow on application process. So it's good to, remind them. So some of them have you do interviews. I had to do an interview for my waitressing job and I had to go in person. Sometimes it's online or sometimes they'll have you call in. It's not really a big deal. If it's in person, I would make sure to dress nicely, like don't have a stain on your shirt, and just like keep it professional. And usually, based on the questions, they'll ask you stuff pertaining to the job, like, are you good working with people? Are you good at multitasking? Stuff like that. And you can usually figure out the answer that they're looking for. So it's not really complicated. And as long as you don't say anything too off the wall, you usually get the job. Because once you make it to the interview, it's pretty much already solid that you have the job. So overall, with the job, try to learn as much as you can. Usually you can put it on your resume again as experience. When I went to get an engineering job, I would talk about my waitressing experience. Even though it didn't apply to the field I was going into, it's still nice to highlight the skills I gained from being a waitress, and it gives me a kind of versatility. But you can also build contacts. I liked my bosses there. They were really nice. And sometimes I still go into the restaurant and say hi to them. You can also try to get a promotion there. My brother has been working for Giant for like 4 years, and he got promoted a couple times. So if you consistently work diligently and you are reliable and everything, you can usually get promoted and make more money. But all in all, good luck. It's not too hard to do. Just do your best. Try not to be nervous. And you can hopefully gain a lot of experience and have money to be able to buy the things you want and go where you want to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a good rest of your day.